they built a lead, but stretching the floor this way will open up every other aspect of their offense.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Bones Hyland. Lyles out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the 2 spot. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, it's just persistence on the boards, right? Refusing to give up on the offensive play.
Launches a 3. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, you can see the strategy tapping him from distance.
And right now, the majority of his points are coming from beyond the arc. It opens up everything else.
Here's Beringer. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Phoenix leading by 6. Ball from long range. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
On timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Timberwolves making a switch.
Substitution, please.
Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Bane. The wide open look here for Hyland. No good with the triple. Ball from long range. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
With his height and instincts, net protection comes easy for Wembanyama.
Jacks up a 3. Ball no good. Minnesota trails by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beringer's shot is off. James looking around. Pass the ball. No good there. So it's Minnesota now. In low, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels sends it in.
There's Ball with the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves on offense. McDaniels a screen on Ball. Outside Edwards. Tries from 10. That one doesn't drop. Phoenix leading by 10. Ball from long range. Connects from 3-point range. Ball's got 32 points.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
Greg, when you watch Desmond Bane, what stands out to you?
He's more than a spot-up shooter, Kevin. I mean, Bane's developed the rest of his offensive arsenal, including as a facilitator.
A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota trails by 13. Here's Hyland. Blocked! Wembanyama!
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
And so it's Hyland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Oh, Victor Wembanyama says, not this time. Payton for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Pass to McDaniels. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
He's coming up empty right now, not looking confident at all.
I think if he keeps pushing like this, it might be time to get subbed out.
Ball with the bucket.
Hey, they are playing a complete game out there. This has been impressive.
And it's showing up in the box score, right? They're clearly the better team tonight.
Island with it. Outside Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
And you can see the frustration all over their faces as their struggles continue.
Well, they've hit a drought, and all the momentum working against them right now.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Phoenix. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. And don't go away. We'll be right back. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And when you look at his production, the majority of it is coming from behind the arc.
And I don't care what you do defensively other than this. It has to be about getting him off the three-point line. You close out to make him put it on the deck.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Taylor Jenkins has out there. The electric guard duo for him, Ball and Edwards. And Benyama's out there with James. And it's Bane in at the small forward. And here's Edwards. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. It's over Dosunmu. Edwards' shot is good.
But if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
And finished off by Gobert.
What a finish by Rudy Gobert. Doesn't have to get up super high, but boy, that's with authority.
It's good.
And you can tell they had that play.
Season 1 premiere exchanges for Dark Matter Paul George, Galaxy Opal Tyler Hero, and Pink Diamond Walker Kessler. Now, hear me out on this. This is why this is super good. I'm not going to be able to do this.
Ready to go.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Following the score by Phoenix. Good on the three-point shot.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now, here's Ball. He has 38 in the game. Edwards against Bane. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Now, Anthony Edwards has length and strength, and defense is there, but he just makes it look easy.
On the wing, James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. LeBron's got himself going there. His first points of the game with a deep ball. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And here is Ball. And Benyama outside. Offline with his three. Minnesota trails by 17.
Now, I don't exactly know. Again, this is Thursday, so it's
Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. Phoenix leading by 15. It's Brown on the wing. Edwards defended. And nice shot by Brown.
Good form from distance.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
But I would assume there's ways to get some Galaxy players. Yeah, that's
Edwards against
Butler.
Butler.
I think a lot of people should do, especially.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Maxey.
We've seen this before, folks. Anthony Edwards takes it right at the defense, and they have to get physical with him.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Not no money spent, take it, whatever, but next, you have the pre-order bonus, you see it, stuff of that nature. You're going to get Paul George, I would say, quite easily. This Power Hero card.
And that one misses.
Part of what makes Anthony Edwards must-see TV he is capable of the spectacular at any moment.
And again, the requirements aren't too difficult.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
It's hard to get. And I think
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Embiid wide open. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Embiid's got his first passes.
And you always like to see that spark offensively.
Deep two from Ball. Rebound by Butler.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Down low. There's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Outside, Maxey. Outside, Butler. Shoots the three. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Butler. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, great find there for the open man.
There's Ball with the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Phoenix leading by 23. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
For them, it's been an absolute onslaught from downtown.
And this is exactly how you want to space the floor. They know they have the green light to fire away.
There's Brown with the three. Traps in the tray.
Brown. They're popping into our first domination game. I'll show you guys some clips from that. I might shoot
got 12 points in just the second half.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Again, Phoenix.
That's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. The three. That doesn't go either for Brown. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's day one. Of course, it's going to be a ton of things to do. But I would say, especially this year, they've had a lot, and there's some stuff that I think we wouldn't
shot from the wing.
So one of the guys
and too long on the shot. That's a two from Butler. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto.
I highly recommend playing the NBA domination because this round is open ocean.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
So yeah, no teams will be working to play for. Obviously, we think it's part of them.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Lyles. Edwards is out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. It's Beringer in at the center. And here's Maxey outside. Drills the three-pointers.
There's such a great rhythm for that J of Maxey.
Lyles a screen on Brown. Edwards passes to Lyles. Off the left rim and out.
Questionable shot selection. Didn't have much of a chance.
Listen, you want to maximize every possession. That felt like a horrible look.
Outside Butler to the paint. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Highland. Maxey, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a
Boy, how about that defense? Coaches love to see that. Protect your paint.
Count the basket. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And he loves throwing fuel on the fire.
This is what you call keeping your foot on the gas pedal.
Highland misses. Now Brown.
I would assume most likely walk away. This win by 20
Over
points or more.
Edwards.
I'm not like
And it's
fully
Brown
on game
missing.
this game, but I will say I'm definitely struggling.
And the Timberwolves with possession
to
here.
score against you and
Pass to
defensively, I feel
DiVincenzo.
like they're making some pretty tough shots. They're
Kept
very
alive.
aggressively in there.
And they go to the intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here.
I think it's most likely the best game of the grind. It is every single year. Started every single game. Play domination.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Highland passes to Lyles. 6 to shoot. Gobert with the bounce pass.
I find, especially when it's a
Here's Highland. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Probably better to the game. So this
And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Set a mistake from last year, so that's something to learn.
Here's Highland.
Domination as well.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyles. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Daniels is checked in for Trey Lyles. Dosumu comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Ball subbed in for Highland. Ball dishes to LeBron. Three-pointer. Another three for Phoenix.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Ball driving to the basket. And Ball shoves it in.
Even with a sizable lead, this team is not satisfied. They stay in attack mode.
You can tell how prepared for this game offensively this team was. Methodical in their approach.
Ball against Ball. Pocket 6.
And yeah, there's a lot of reps to grind, so we're going to
Edwards fires from way outside. And that time, also a missed shot.
You never know where starting this year, hopefully.
Outside, Ball.
Throughout the cycle and as much rest as
Driving
possible.
in.
Now we're going ahead
Count it. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a nice-looking drive with LaMelo. Such a hard contest because guy can handle and he's got size.
And that one drops.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
They're like 6K, I think, for 5K.
Just 47 seconds left in the game. A three from Wembanyama. The rebound by Dosunmu. Minnesota with the ball.
Scroll on over.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, LaMelo definitely has the size and creativity to make tough shots inside.
Let's go ahead and build our best 5-man lineup.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got 50 points.
And as this game winds down, they've been fully reliant on the 3-ball.
I like the aggressiveness, trying to get the most out of every possession.
From deep LeBron. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Ball. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They
That's not a new card there. And yeah, let's go with this 5-man lineup here into Clutch Time Online and play our first Clutch Time Online game of NBA 2K27. This is a mode that was probably my favorites back in, I think it was 2K23 when they introduced this mode. Maybe it was 2K22, but I believe it was 23. And then I think they had it still in 24, but I didn't really play 2K24. So I only really played one cycle of 2K with Clutch Time Online, and I thought it was seriously one of the best game modes, in the entire game. As we're going to face up against Pink Diamond LaMelo, Galaxy Opal Jermaine O'Neal. This guy's got aura. He's got a good squad. His name is Aura. And he's got a good-looking team. So, this is our aura against Pink Diamond LaMelo, Galaxy Opal Jermaine O'Neal. This guy's got aura. He's got a good squad. His name is Aura, and he's got a good-looking team. So, this is our first online game here on the No Money Spent. Let's see what we can do. The other one interesting thing about the gameplay this year is you can't. When your opponent is on defense, like when you have the ball and you're on offense, you actually can't see what player your opponent is controlling. So I don't know if he's off-balling. I don't know if he's, using LaMelo here. I don't know who he's actually using And that's something definitely interesting about this game compared to last year's. It might be a bit of a change and something we have to adapt to as we can't get that steal. Here's LaMelo looking to drive in. That ping down to LaMelo, I'd assume, is one of the better point guards in the game. He's going to miss an open layup. We're out there running. J.R. Smith, what do we have? We're trying to get Bam going here in the pick and roll. I mean, Bam is definitely one of our best players. And the fact that you can just get this card for locking in and at level 1 is really nice to see. But we got to play better here. We're going to lose this game. And he's driving in with LaMelo, a 6'7" point guard. In day 1, my team has got to be pretty good. And maybe that card will actually is really nice to see, but we got to play better here. We're going to lose this game, and he's driving in with LaMelo, a 6'7" point guard. In day 1, my team has got to be pretty good, and maybe that card will actually be affordable, and maybe we go pick up that card here on the No Money Spends. It's Kemba Walker just doesn't have the height. He's got to get back here. He's looking to go downhill, and great defense by Rudy Luol-Deng, and new Debo to the squad. We're out there running. Can we get downhill? Bam, all the way. We're going to draw 2 free throws. Going to the line. I mean, this is looking to be a pretty close game here against not a bad squad. I mean, Jermaine O'Neal is a card that I pulled on my main accounts, but don't have him on my No Money Spends. But this Bam card is doing a pretty good job. I mean, 3 points. We make our second free throw. We actually miss. Come on, man, I cannot miss that. He's going to throw it down court. Not going to be able to get that steal. He's looking to drive in. We're there. Bam, great defense. Don't really know where my opponent is going. There is no way he scores this ball. Great defense from Bam. Let's go ahead and grab that board and push this ball in transition over to Bam. Looking to pass it one more. J.R. Smith, pass the ball. Won't let me pass it. J.R. Smith wide open and 3 to the dome. And he got J.R. Smith knocking it down. That's a huge 3. Kemba not able to get the steal. He's driving in. Great defense from both Bam and Rudy. And Bam is just everywhere on the court. Over to Kemba. Going to go over to J.R. Smith. Maybe could have shot that. Go ahead, quick stop here. Or never mind. Look at J.R. Smith fading from the 3-point arc. Or never mind. Can we go over to Jared Smith? Maybe could have shot that. Go ahead, quick stop here. Driving. Wide open. And looking to pass it one more. Jared Smith, pass the ball. Won't let me pass. Back in my team. After like 3 years of asking for this game mode to be back, it is finally here. But unfortunately, it's a limited time game mode, so we'll have to see how that works. Obviously, into this 2K cycle, we're going to go hit Ruby over to J.R. Smith. One more, keep swinging it. Probably could have got a better look, but Bam maybe on the board, so can't get it. Jermaine O'Neal's going to be there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the fact that Clutch Time Online apparently is going to be a limited time mode. As Luol-Deng knocking down that 3. I mean, these 2 Rubies are definitely carrying us. J.R. Smith offensively, Luol-Deng. Bam's been great here in our first online game on the No Money Spends. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comment section. Obviously, with the limited time game modes, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why Clutch Time Online just can't be here all the time, because obviously it's a very fun game mode to play as J.R. Smith. I'm telling you guys, if you need a good free Rooster to add to your team, if you're looking for an offensive, explosive shooting guard, and you want to just pick up J.R. Smith, I mean, you can get him in probably under, I don't know, half an hour. If you just go ahead and try to get that card, you can add him to your team in half an hour of grinding. So I would highly recommend getting him for sure. And my opponent's going to hit that guy down low. I don't even know who that is. Is that LeBron? Oh, he might actually have Ruby LeBron. So maybe he took the Sixers as his Series 1 team. I'm not really sure. But Luol-Deng trying to no-dip with the button. Can't knock it down. Bam Adebayo is fighting. Still a minute 30 left in this game. And with a 4-point line, this game is never over. We stopped the dunk there from LaMelo, but LeBron James is just everywhere on the court right now. Make it a 6-point ball game. Got to pick up our first win, right? I feel like we have to win our first online game every single year. Step it back. Okay, slow down, J.R. Smith. Hit this screen from Rui. Can we get into the paint? We can't really do anything here. We might have had Rui on the roll. It's not looking good, boys. Well, we're up by 6, but my opponent is definitely making a comeback. Throwing it ahead to LeBron, who's just dominating right now. Hands up defense. We know he's probably not going to shoot the 3. Yep, we're there. Great defense. Jump on LaMelo. We're smaller than, LaMelo with Kemba, but I don't know if that's Bam's fault or mine. Probably my fault. All right, come on. Only up by 4. He just full court press me. I'm not sure. Swing it over. He just baited me. I'm not going to lie. I just got absolutely baited. Pump fake. I tried to pump fake, and I'm just all over the shop right now. Online game mode, like the online gameplay feels just really, really different because I haven't played online 2 games so long. And obviously it's a new game, new controls and stuff like that. I think that might be a charge. It actually is a charge from Tyrese Maxey. My vote is definitely fit the Sixers Series 1 collection. And let me know what you guys chose. You know, obviously, if you're playing the game right now, that means you pre-ordered the Deluxe or Ultra Edition. So you were able to get that Series 1, Series 1 collection. So let me know what collection you guys ended up choosing. Did you go Sixers, Magic? I've heard a lot of people taking those. Maybe you went the Spurs. You know, let me know what you guys decided to do. Because we're going to try to pick up a win here, and he's going to go back court. I'm not sure if he's lagging, but hey, man, I won't complain about it. We're going to pick up our first online win, unless we do something really dumb here, which we definitely see happening. But let's just go ahead, inbound this basketball, get into the hands of Kemba, run away from LaMelo, run away. He's going to go ahead and foul us. Okay. We're going to have to go to the line here, make some free throws with Kemba Walker. Free throws are never really easy at the start of the year, especially when it's shaking like that. But yeah, let me know how you guys are enjoying day one of my team. Obviously, if you're playing no money spent, or if you're just playing normally, spending money, whatever the case may be, maybe you're doing a pro pass only type of grind, and that's obviously 100% valid. Like, that's super fun. I'm sure having the pro pass is going to be awesome. I just want to stick to a no money spent series. That's just something that I try to pride myself on. And yeah, we're going to stick no money spent throughout the year here on this account, and I'm really looking forward to the no money spent series this year. I think it's going to be an awesome year of grinding, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the entirety of this 2K27 cycle when it comes to the series here on my channel, the No Money Spent series, because it's seriously one of the most fun, it's the most fun videos that I make, and I really do enjoy the content. We're kind of getting stalled here at the end of the game. Like, can we just get this game over with? There we go. He's going to go ahead and quit. And we're going to pick up our first online win, and I do believe we get a ball drop here. So what's available? There's 1,000 MT that's available down the middle. We're going to go ahead and try to hit that. Can we make 1,000 MT in one game? That'd be awesome. We're going to get a coach pack. It looks like there's a base pack, a shoe takeover, a bit of MT. I mean, if you could hit 1,000 MT every game, that would obviously be awesome. And yeah, that's going to do it, boys, for today's No Money Spent series. Or, yeah, for today's No Money Spent episode, I should say. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know down below what you guys are thinking about 2K27, my team so far. And I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.
What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be doing an entire breakdown of domination in NBA 2K27 Mike.
What's all that noise?
It's been the reason that I have right now 106,000 MC. It's been the reason when you go to my seasons that I am already level 23 in my team. It's the reason I'm off to a good start in my team without spending money on the game. Now, people are going to be like, well, Todd, you had the pre-order bonus VC, yeah, but I guess I got the hot pass too, but I'm not making a bunch of MT off of anything so far outside of domination. So that's what we're going to be doing in domination. Also, like, why is this important? Well, if you go into the auction house right now, it's important to get MT early. Why? Because these cards have value. And I know people are going to be like, well, duh, Ty, like, the cards have value. No, these cards have value. I'm telling you, like, these cards are probably going to get more and more expensive as time goes on. Right now, they are relatively cheap in my team. And so it is important to be able to afford cards early rather than later on in life. Okay, that's just kind of a side note. But let's get into domination, all right? I've only played right now 12 different games. Obviously, you got to get the crest done. And so far, I'm already up to the 106,000 MT mark. Per game, guys, for each game you play, you're going to get about a little over 2,000 MT for completing the game. In addition to the 2,000 MT, you're going to get 1,500 MT by winning the game by 20. So now you're basically looking at 4,000 MT. In addition to that, you're going to get 2 takeovers. You're going to get a badge pack. And per division, you get an additional badge option pack. You get shoes, diamond shoes you can use, and an additional 10,000 MT. So realistically, like, per division, not even counting, the badges or the shoes, you're making 10,000 MT. Plus the 4,000 MT per game, you're looking at 30,000 MT per division. Then you look at 33 stars, you get an additional 15,000 MT. And if you get all the crests, you're looking at an additional 50,000 NC. It is safe to say that right now in my team, domination is by far the best thing to be playing. Now, I'm not saying it's obviously always going to be the most fun, anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I am saying it is the most worth it thing to be playing in my team. And I don't know what badges or shoes are going to sell for early on in my team. Like, I have absolutely no clue. But what I do know is there is not any other game mode that is nearly as rewarding as domination. I guarantee you that. I've played everything there is to play. The only thing that's close is Showdown, and that's just tough to do at the start of the game. In addition to all of those things, at the end of domination, you get OG Anunoby, who, by the way, is one of the better free cards in all of Season 1. I'm telling you that right now. Like, OG 6'7" at the 3. He's got an 86 free ball, 85 driving deck, 93 perimeter, solid interior, solid speed, good agility. This card can play at the very highest level in my team. Like, he can. And if you want to see what OG Anunoby looks like, I'll show you guys. All you got to do is go into shoot around with the Knicks, and you can see what the release of OG Anunoby is going to look like. Now, I think I'm on Hall of Fame difficulty, so if I miss a bunch, it's probably because I'm on Hall of Fame, and it's probably not an OG Anunoby issue, but the release looks solid. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and say it's the best release in the game. It looks like kind of slow, but I feel like all releases right now in my team are relatively slow. At least, with the dip, it's fine. You look at OG Stiggs, he's not going to obviously be that crazy. Remember, he's a small forward. He's going to be able to play just fine. He's going to be able to hit leaders. He's going to be able to do his thing. And early on, he's hard to go out there. Oh, So realistically, if you can get the NBA Finals, my best guess, you're going to have 250 to 300,000. You're going to have OG. And then, you can hit it. WNBA domination, I think it's like, that's how you get it right. Domination. Yes. Wow. For everything, you can get 4,000. Going to the additional 10,000. So you are looking at 3,000. That's 30,000. 30,000. Okay? You get the 18 stars, you're an additional 7,500. You're looking at 100,000 MT. Get all the press done. You're looking at 125,000. We're playing 18 games. That's your MT value that you can get. Ross in the league. Say he's going to play for me? No. However, this is Alex Young, right? Which are the better you want to get paid. Whether you want to save them, they're trying to actually work your way to right? You can work your way to forward stuff. Like, that's how you earn your way towards these cards. You're getting guys, or getting, I guess, girls like Angel Reese. Like, that is the reason to play domination. People who play domination. Even as a guy, 600,000 MT. This is something that I think is so valuable for people out there that are like, well, it's high. I don't know. Are you sure you want to learn domination? Like, yes, domination is so worth it. I can't emphasize that. It's absolutely worth it. To be perfect. I did it. I'm telling you that. But we'll break down your 500,000 MT. You're looking at OG Anunoby. You're looking at Angel Reese Hart. One of the pieces towards all years. That's kind of what I would recommend. Yeah, the Dark Matters are going to be really tough to do. I'm telling you, like, I don't want you guys to look back on this and see like, I should have grinded this or I should have spent more time on it. Like, and domination is the very first thing. Not if you don't, this is grind domination. I'm telling you, I think you're going to regret it. Like, I do, because what else is there to play? Right now, in 19 is not a whole place to play. Everything else is requires a good team. Until you get OG Anunoby and the team, give enough MT to be able to do this. It's just going to touch it up. You know, it's not tough. It's going to get out. Domination is so like, it's so easy to get relaxed. Like, I don't get focused really. Like, just happens. And that's so important. Like, I have to sit there and just do a work. And guess what? While I'm trying this out, I will be there in no time. Like, before you know it, I'll be at level 40 and have Derrick Rose as well. Before you know it, I'll have Derrick Rose, I'll have OG Anunoby, I'll have a piece needed towards Paul George, right? Which I'm obviously not close to, but I'm getting closer to. These are the things that I would emphasize for you guys to just slowly work on, right? It's not a big time thing. I'm not doing anything crazy, but I am slowly working towards things, right? And that's just with everything in the mode. As you play domination, you're going to be able to upgrade cards as well. So like my Braun with the player XP, now you can either get pass accuracy or postmate. Let's upgrade the pass accuracy, and now let's work to the level 2 upgrade. These are things that might not seem like the biggest deal in the world, but by playing domination, you're getting a lot of things done at once. Again, doesn't seem like the biggest deal in the world, and quite honestly, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but they are things that can help your squad out. And at the core of it, that's all I want. I'm trying to slowly, very slowly upgrade my squad, and by doing domination, I am putting myself in a solid position. At the end of it, you're going to be looking at right around 500,000. You're going to have OG and you're going to have Angel Reese, and then, oh yeah, by the way, somebody posted Dark Matter for a snipe today. You'll have the 100K needed to get that card. Kind of what I'm looking for here. Maybe not Jermaine O'Neal, maybe not like Rod Strickland, but like if a good, let's say, LaMelo Ball gets posted, right, for 100,000 MT, I'll have the funds to just go and buy it and not have to think twice about it. So I'm obviously a fan of that and just things today. But you guys can let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Am I overly hyping it up? Am I hyping it up too much? I do think for Paul George, like obviously I'm hoping to get a Dark Matter today to be able to slowly work my way towards that. That's just kind of where I'm at today. Domination, absolutely worth your time hunting it. This is the very first thing I grind. It's really training tools. Like right now, I have double rep. So with double rep, I'm going to activate my double XP coin for 60 minutes. And guess what? I can play 3 domination games, get double rep for all the games. And I'm not going to grind rep like crazy this year, but it's, you get a little extra MT. So, some extra things done. I'm not going to grind it like crazy, like I said. But you get rep, you get MT, and you just make progress. Anything above that, I mean, it's just icing on the game. And again, for every game you complete, you get 2,000 MT. That is tough to beat. I'm telling you right now that it's tough to beat. Now, is domination hard? No, it's so easy. I just get the ball to LeBron James, and after I get the ball to LeBron James, everything else is easy. Just get the ball to LeBron, and he literally greens every shot for me. I sit in a 2-3 zone defensively. And offensively, I literally just get the ball to LeBron and shoot it. Like, it sounds so easy and so simple, but it's the truth. Just get the ball to LeBron, shoot it green. Like, every single time. That's how I play domination. And then defensively, you just sit in a 2-3 zone, and you twiddle your thumb. It's super easy. Let's get a wrap up. Go play domination. Drop a like for the video. Subscribe if you already went. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.
Where's On-Ball Menace? Pace, Flash, Challenger. Pace, Flash, Challenger.
approached the new exchanges was, look, you're going to have to grind through all these game modes, like Triple Threat Online. You're going to have to grind for a Dark Matter. Like, that's 500 wins. It doesn't seem realistic at all. As I got to thinking about things a little bit more, I'm like, you know what? I'm a believer that if the auction house stays the way it is going to be relatively easy to get all of these cards. And you can say I'm crazy, but hear me out, okay? With the pack odds being the way they are, it makes sense that these cards aren't going to be super expensive. Okay, let's take a look, right? You need 2 Dark Matters and 5 Galaxy. Realistically, okay, with these odds, it's not going to be that crazy. And I know you're going to say, well, Ty, you're just guessing. No, like, it's really not. There's going to be people that open up packs. There's going to be a lot of Dark Matters sold. I do expect the auction house to increase, because, like, right now, Dark Matters are going for 100K. I do expect eventually them to be a little bit more expensive. But as of now, you're basically looking at, what, 400,000 MT for Paul George? Somewhere in there. And that's not super expensive at all. And so, especially if you duplicate Derrick Rose, it's not going to be expensive at all to get Paul George if you have the Pro Pass at all. Right? And then we're not even talking about Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero right now in my team is dirt cheap. And I'm not trying to, like, overly state this, but, like, Tyler Hero is, what, 20, 40,000, like, maybe probably, like, 50, 60,000. I'm not going to overly guess, but he is cheap in my team. And so that's kind of the thing that I'm noticing right now is these cards are actually super easy to get, like, especially when we see what these prices set up for. It's not going to be super difficult to get these cards. And if you can start your team with Walker Kessler, Tyler Hero, and Paul George, you're going to be moving through. So, I think the first initial reaction, the reason I wasn't super fond of the mode is there wasn't really anything to grind, and I'll still go through that. I really don't think that there is a full ton to grind in my team right now. I don't think that's changed, really don't. But the one thing that has changed is, what is there to grind, right? It's empty. You can grind empty. And it's by playing Domination. Domination is the best mode to play right now in my team. And honestly, it's not even close. Watch my video on Domination. It's not particularly close compared to any other game mode. You get so much more MT in Domination than any other game mode. But, like, for me, I went from, like, this game is cooked, we're not going to see anything, to now it's like, well, if I can get these cards, my team's going to be pretty good for the foreseeable future, right? Because Tyler Hero with his fade is insane. The Paul George is good. The problem is, the Tracy McGrady ask is crazy. But if you don't think about T-Mac and you just try to continue to get these premier cards every week they come out, I think you're going to have fun with the mode. And that is the way I approach it. Like, just try to get these cards. And if you don't even want to focus on Paul George, just get Tyler Hero and Walker Kessler and call it a day. And they're not super expensive to get right now in my team. But again, with the pack odds being the way they are, I do think they're going to get slightly more expensive, but I don't think they're going to be that expensive in my team. I don't think it's going to be anything outrageous or anything like that. So maybe I am being super optimistic. Maybe I shouldn't be as optimistic as I am being, but it's hard for me not to be when I am seeing some hope as far as getting some of these new cards. And just look, we're on day 1 of my team. And look at all of these Dark Matters in the auction. I mean, it's insane. It's actually insane how many Dark Matters are up right now. You're seeing Dark Matters for 90,000 MT. Like, and honestly, I thought they'd be maybe more expensive today, but, like, consistently nobody has the MT to buy them. And honestly, for the first little while in my team, this is how it's going to be. Nobody has the MT to go out and afford crazy cards right now. And so, yeah, you're going to see people buying these type of cards and locking them in, but also a lot of people just have extra cards, you know, from, like I said, the level pass. Like, Brianna Stewart right now is 60,000 MT. Like, let that sink in, 60,000 MT. And that's just what she's going for, because nobody has the MT to go out and get her. And so Dark Matters right now are going for 60,000 MT. Galaxy Opals are probably going for, what, 20,000 MT. Realistically, Paul George right now is not that expensive at all, based on those prices. So, again, is it realistic to get these cards being nobody spent right now? Yes, it is. A week from now, those things could change if the prices get high. But I do think as long as the pack odds stay remotely the same and relatively decent, I don't think they're going to get that crazy, because the odds say you open a 20 box, which I don't recommend, obviously, opening. But the odds say if you open a 20 box, you're going to pull a Galaxy Open. The odds say for every 2 20 boxes you open, you're going to pull a Dark Matter. And that is a way better pack odds than we have seen in the past. So, again, I'm not saying everything's perfect in the game mode. That's not what I am saying. But I'm a lot higher on the game right now than I was initially. Now, that doesn't change the fact that, like, the Season 1 rewards are still cooked. There's not any of these rewards that are exciting whatsoever. These rewards all are pretty bad. The only good that these rewards do is can get you a Dark Matter for these. The problem is it's a long grind. Like, even, you know, for me, like, if you play Triple Threat Online, like, you got to get a ton of wins to get one of the Dark Matters. And again, it is what it is, but it's just, like, not realistic. Like, even for the T-Mac. T-Mac's not even that good. So what I would do if I were you guys is set your sights on the weekly exchange rewards this season. Not only right now, but this season. Because T-Mac's not that good, number one. And number two, if we see these type of rewards that are not that hard of an ask, especially like Hero Walker Kessler, these are the things to look at. Okay, let's say that show. Right? You want to knock out show.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me at the table tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler.
The showdown's not easy right now. But the more I look at this, the more I think, okay, maybe we need to look at these both rewards for these ones, Paul George And honestly, they're just not super hard to get. So, I don't know. Third table right now is actually talking.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball.
I'm thinking a lot of these things are just Grizzlies.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. At the guard spots, Ball and Edwards. Kevin Love out there with Smith. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And here's Edwards from the arc. Wells grabs the miss. And this with the ball. Pass to Boozer. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, getting in there and doing a little dirty work. Coward that time, not afraid to mix it up down low.
Ball from long range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last time.
The game mode awards and one modes, for example, I can play some showdown, and then guess what? If I want to come in here and grind some triple threat, I can do that. At 35 wins, I'll get an additional mode completion card. So there are some good things obviously going on with the mode right now. Card being taken is obviously the big one. For me, I'm going to continue down a grind combination so I can afford some of these top cards. It is going to wrap up our video. The exchange, do it. Like what I'm saying. Drop it like I'm saying.
Boozer against Love. Here's the three. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Great open look there.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
It's Edey atop the key. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Second free throw, no good.
Well, he ties things up, but it would have been nice to come away with the lead there.
Ball, no good. Memphis with the ball.
I guess I try to figure out what
in the corner, it's Boozer. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Coward. 5 to shoot. On the high post. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That would be sufficient, but it's not necessary. There are other ways.
Outside ball.
So, for example,
from outside the arc.
This is a trivial example.
Again, ball missing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Jerome against Ball. Pass to Edey.
All I need is evidence that raises the possibility that God exists to above 50%. And then at that point, I become a theist. Okay. Well,
defense is right there. Tries it again. And the rejection by Love.
Known primarily for his offense and rebounding, Love has the anticipation skills to make plays at the defensive end.
I think you should tell that to all the theists. I think there are a lot of people that...
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Well, I'm just making I don't have to deal with it.
Now Edey. With the drive, Coward, and he lays it straight in. Coward's got his second bucket.
I just really like how Coward uses his body on these drives.
Ball with the bucket.
But nothing better than knocking down the triple.
Memphis trails by 4.
Well, you're saying that
outside Boozer.
God exists however you want. Here's what it cuts the understanding that we can. Well,
a minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Wells dishes to Boozer. Edey gets the bucket.
And not only is Boozer a willing passer, he also sees the floor extremely well.
Smith, no luck. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Pass to Boozer. There's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I think the point where you say that you believe something is when you
outside ball.
50% likelihood.
Misses the 3.
You know, if you hold that
and
it's
so it's Memphis with it. Trailing by 2.
I just think that that's believing.
Here's Edey.
50% is higher, right?
Wells in the corner.
I think that this is binary, right? Either you believe it or you don't.
Pass to Coward. Now Edey. Defended by Wembanyama. And Wemby says no, not So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Quinton Post is checked in for Zach Edey. G.G. Jackson comes in for Boozer. Grant is checked in for Wells. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Ty Jerome. They get a bet. And here is Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Ball's got 12.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
It's one of those things, right?
Bounce pass Pippen. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jackson. Love grabs the board. Outside, Ball. For three, Edwards. Another three for Phoenix.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
It's deflected and stolen by Love. And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the
proposition. Is a sliding scale. But I mean, you know, it also, if we're talking about,
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Their defense has been swarming. Ball handlers and shooters, beware.
And as a result, they put themselves in a great position with this early lead. Now the question is, can they maintain this level?
The guard pair for them will be Pippen and Coward. Quinton Post is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Grant in at the small 4. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And most of his points have come from distance.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Back and forth action, both teams feeling it from range.
I love the competitive spirit. That was a great response.
Now Coward. For Anthony Edwards missed from long range. As to Jackson. Smith against Coward.
What I'm trying to explain to you is that you haven't been there yet.
Here's the pick.
But you know that it exists in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Here's Pippen. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Wells is checked in for Memphis.
And then from there, I want to know, okay, so you have faith that the Philippines exists.
It's not faith, I have evidence.
Well, you haven't been there.
I don't think you need to see something to have evidence for it. I explained this to you
Jerome
earlier.
comes in for Scottie Pippen.
You know, the reason why I don't believe in God is because I haven't seen him. You know, I think that
quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
My credence that God exists, it's 50%.
There's Ball with the 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
What you're really saying is, I've never been there, but I have evidence of it because I see it, I saw it.
And stolen by Wembanyama.
Well, I have evidence for it on account of, you know,
Ball feeling it out a bit.
It's map that I've ever encountered, but it's not a real place that really exists. Well, at that point, there would just need to be like some grand conspiracy to deceive us about these, and those are intrinsically unlikely.
It is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive growth.
Well, it's another thing they're trying to do. Contest everything. Protect the rim. Close out on shooters. Very little daylight allowed.
Here's Ball. Following the score by Memphis. A 3 from Wembanyama. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ball's got the lead up to 13 now for Phoenix.
Just sticking with it there. Ball's rebounding is so important to this team.
Coward again to the middle. Post and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. Edwards careening his way to the rim.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Coward again to and that one's good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
If I don't see it and feel it,
Inside. Here's Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And the passing Ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet.
To see something or feel something in order to have evidence for it.
Okay?
Yeah, when you go to the ring.
However, why are you arguing with people that believe in God?
Yeah, because I think that the belief is false.
Why?
Because I think that there's good defeaters.
You better bring it, or it's going to get rejected.
On the clock.
That's fine.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Post gets it to go.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 22. Here's Wembanyama for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Wembanyama's got 5.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Enter the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Some changes for Memphis. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Quentin Post. And it's Boozer in for G.G. Jackson.
In order to know that the Philippines exists, to have evidence that the Philippines.
Jerome with it. Pass to Coward.
I believe that I have felt.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Down low, just 5 to shoot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Phoenix leading by 16. Brown outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And in this first half, they've clearly been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Returning the favor. Boozer with a 3 of his own.
I do not think that you need to see something or feel something.
Jerome against Brown. The kick out to
When I
Walker.
ask for evidence for God, it doesn't need to be something that I can see and feel.
Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded. Outside Butler. Phoenix needs to get off the shot. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
And everyone right now is attacking from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And they'll get another chance. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Phoenix. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his three-point total stands at 6. We come back right after this.
That was the funniest thing you said. I actually kind of can't believe that it's well. Hey, it's not. You're well. How old are you? 5.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And he's been the driving force for them in the scoring department.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
So with Love on the bench, this is who Taylor Jenkins
called
has out there.
Allegedly Ian.
Embiid is out
Because,
there with Adebayo. Then there's Brown.
And
Then
it's what the
there's
people do
Desmond
this.
Bain.
All
And
this
it's
showing,
Butler in at the
call and
three
debate them about
And Phoenix pushing it up now.
God
Bain for
Hero
3.
or whatever.
Jerome with the
I can't
rebound.
remember the name of the channel.
Memphis trails by 19.
Some
Well,
allegedly
Bam
Ian.
Adebayo is one of the rare players legs who
Instructions on,
can
and another guy
legitimately
called
guard
Dr.
every position on the floor.
What's his name?
Well,
Doctor
if you
something.
guys
You
do
find
it
that?
at this level, he's elite. Whether he's out on the perimeter, switching on to guards, or locking down the paint, he is capable of taking on any challenge.
Here's Jerome. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Wells wide open. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, that is a smart pass by Edey. He made sure his teammate was in position to score.
And here's Brown outside. They get the rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Nice job there, getting great positioning on the glass.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
It is well established.
Edey against Embiid, and the dunk by Edey.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Well
And so
established
Brown
at this
will bring
point
it up
that
for
the birth
Phoenix.
rate has been steadily declining. And I think that the general attitude from Gen Z has been growing increasingly pessimistic to where they don't want to have
For
kids.
three,
You know, when I talk to a lot of
it's
people
good
my
from
age,
long range.
I'm hearing a lot of
Brown's
either,
got
one,
12.
They don't think that
Well, he
it
is
looks like
really
they have
filling
kids
it
with, or
up,
two,
but
they just straight up
also
don't want
keeping others
And I think
involved.
that there are a lot of reasons that can explain this, but the biggest one has to be
To the
financial
paint.
situation. A lot of people are struggling to get by. and that's
Great
just
D
the
that
decision
time
of
from
their
Bain.
partner. And,
Phoenix
the person
leading by
they're in a
20.
relationship with. Those people have recognized that
Over Coward.
the wages have not gone
Bain,
up as much
no
as the
good.
cost of living. The purchasing power is increasing.
Pass to
And so
Coward.
you have things like student debt, when you have credit card payments, when you have car payments, when you have various regular people doing stuff that you need to
Now
survive.
Boozer,
And you have
out
no
of
money left
bounds.
over.
Phoenix will
At
take
the end of the day,
possession.
you're thinking to yourself, okay, how in the world would I ever be able to support a kid? Not just because they cost money, but also I have to invest more time into that, and that's time that I wouldn't be able to spend with furthering my career and trying to make more money. Now, I don't need
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Butler in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Butler's got himself going with that triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, it just a lot of people, understandably so, are sitting here thinking, how am I going to afford this, right? And
Brown against
with the job
Jerome.
market being closed with AI,
Pass to Wells.
you know, I feel like we're feeling this sort of peer pressure of like
Now
something's going to happen with AI, don't know what's going to happen, but it seems to be like something like
Great D that time
that's
from
a big
Bain.
reason why. That's a very valid reason. And I think another part of it is a lot of people saw their parents struggle.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Really
Off target from three-point range.
The corporate logos came over and people, the parents being slaves, corporations, and had to do jump through all these.
In low, here's Wells. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wells has got 7 now in this quarter.
It's such a valuable high percentage shot, and he does a great job of taking advantage.
Brown the pass to Adebayo.
Then they don't bother. So that's certainly.
Now here's Butler.
Another good reason is that people are
and the jam by Butler.
Because statistically speaking, from a perspective of safety, like what are the chances that could get hurt?
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
As far as technological and medical advancements, to go back.
Here's Jerome. And the layup fall. Jerome's got his first bucket in this one. Phoenix leading by 21. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Brown.
He's showing no love in this onslaught, just piling it on.
And if I'm on the floor with that guy right now, I'm just going to keep feeding him the ball. I mean, why wouldn't you? What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball.
The one thing that I'd like to say is I think
there's
they should
42 seconds left in the third.
Many children. I think that they are some people's entire joy in life is from
and here's Boozer. Pass to Jerome. Oh, he pops it off the glass. Wow. Brown outside.
I think that
good on the triple. Brown's got 15 points.
And you see the strategy shift, right? They become a lot more perimeter-oriented since the break.
Well, they made an in-game adjustment, and it's always a chess match fascinating to watch.
Coward with the ball. Guarded by Bain. 6 to shoot. There's Boozer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
On the air raid, these teams are level flush.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points.
Like, you care about kids more than you. And that's a level of love that I would love to experience in my life.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Obviously a tremendous pass, on time, on point, one of my favorite plays of the night.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
You know, 50 years old, the only thing you got going on, like your career.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The guard pair for him will be Pippen and Coward. J.G. Jackson is out there with Quentin Post, and it's Grant in at the 3.
Kids, and they thought they didn't want them, or maybe they couldn't have them for whatever reason, or things didn't work out. They don't have kids, and now they're in their 40s, and they're like, wait, what is the point of my life? And by the way, that's not even specific to women. I'm just using that as an example, but I think men too. It's like, if you're not Elon Musk, okay? You're not Mark Zuckerberg, you're not Jeff Bezos, not just because they're rich, but because they run these huge companies that have a large impact on our society. It's like if you're sitting in an office, working at an office, and you have nothing to come back home to, maybe you have friends, but it's going to reach a point when you get older where it's harder to connect with your friends, and it doesn't make sense to get 50 over.
That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
That's just a terrific job by Coward right there. He read the defense correctly, and then he took that shot with confidence.
Ball no good. Memphis trails by 21. To the middle, Post. Phoenix grabs the miss. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
Here's Coward. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Anthony Edwards. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Phoenix.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Edie's checked in for Quentin Post.
Wembanyama hammering that one home.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Out to Edwards. Back to ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game.
Okay, if you think you're ultimately, I think that's what stands out.
Here's
Coward. Your life, what you'll remember is not, oh, I had this fancy car, like I want this. You're going to do like, oh, I had, you know, a loving spouse, I had children, I had great parents, I get single. That's what you're really care about. Like, and so, I don't know, it's like, I really feel like it's very much
no good.
That's how I was impressive that game. That just, in my head, that makes no sense. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Now, here's Pippen.
And I also know that maybe it's a
pass to Coward.
It's not like a rare one, like anomaly.
Memphis moving that ball around.
I think that another good part is in general, the struggle game.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
About how people are being loyal. No one has a strong character or virtue anymore.
Ball against Grant. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. From downtown, another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, inside, outside really doesn't matter. Wemby has every shot.
I mean, that is a very, very important decision, so you better do it with the right person, you know. I think another big thing is just mental health in general, and how people feel sick and tired, and they're going through things mentally, and they don't want to, pass it on.
Pippen down low. He's covered by Ball. And Pippen gets it to go.
I don't think that's a big way at all. There are legitimate economic, cultural,
he'll bring it up for Phoenix.
Sometimes personal reasons why someone might have a kid.
Pass to Wembanyama.
At the end of the day, I think
another 3 for Phoenix.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Here's Edie.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, I like to I'm like, what? I want to pass on that.
Back to Pippen.
Like, yeah, like
Grant sets a screen for Pippen.
That's a shallow thing. I don't understand how that's exactly what that is. It's because our entire bloodline.
1:44 left in the 4th quarter.
So, how do you fix it? Well, the big part is, number one, you got to
right side ball.
Propaganda on the internet.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Buries the long-range jumper. Wembanyama's got 11 points in the quarter.
Somehow having family is a bad thing.
Open for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. Wembanyama, a screen on Grant. Off target with his 3. And the Grizzlies with possession here.
Overall, comfortable, they cannot handle it, right? And so that's going to get him. And also,
3-and-D guys, but Grant showing you he can also score in the paint.
Ever before, I feel like when we talk about it, the little on kids, fits all the criteria of
outside ball. Here's Wembanyama. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
There are multitude of reasons that's for another video,
No
but
mercy
so you kind of have
here,
like
just
conservative Christian right,
continuing to attack.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
How many necessarily think I did, but certainly there are these sensitive of like that kids that. And so,
and that one falls for Jackson.
And you know what, some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Boozer, he's jumped in for the Grizzlies. Jerome comes in for Pippen. Ball the pass to Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. And the Grizzlies with possession. Pass to Boozer. Lets it go with a 3. And another miss by Memphis. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Ball puts up a deep 3. And they get it back. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Ball's got 30.
And they keep.
Someday, you gotta make it happen good someday. I didn't see it till now, but yeah, I just told you so. Somehow, some way, we gotta make it out the hood someday.
Keep dialing up those threes, and why not?
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Now into the lineup for Memphis, number 0, Jaylen Brown.
pass to Coward.
All right, so we're done with you now. We're done with you.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're the one getting angry.
Imagine coming in here saying calm down when you're the one that sound unhinged. Let's get Yup in here.
Yup. Let's go.
Put him in Yup.
What's up, ladies? How you doing?
Doing A-okay. How are you, sister?
Not too bad, not too bad. You're a beautiful woman, dude. You look damn good.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
All right. Sounds good. All right, let's do this. God is real. I think God's real.
Yep.
This is the same guy that literally starts at the beginning of every show every week, isn't it?
Is he?
He calls in like literally every week, and it never works.
Does he have a different name every time?
What?
Yeah.
I've never
He
been
calls
here.
in under a different name every time. We almost always end up kicking him.
I've never been here. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. Anyways, your name is Yup, and that's fine enough.
Yeah.
So, Yup,
We're gonna
what
address
God
that.
do you believe in, and are you at least 18?
Christian God, 26. Never been here before. First time here. It's a pleasure.
Sure thing. So, Yup, what do you think is a good reason, or a good argument, or a good piece of evidence for the existence of the Christian God, or any God?
Yeah, sure. I'm not going to argue for the Christian God. I don't think I have to. I think we have to just argue for God. I'm going to posit God. I think God is basically going to be an external source that basically causes who we are, what we are. The person on the bottom there, the woman down there, they are a mathematician, so they should definitely be able to agree with me on this. The question is going to be for the person on the bottom first. If you are a mathematician, in all of your studies, where is it led you to believe with math that God is an impossibility, and how do you come to that conclusion? Thanks.
Yeah, Tarski's undefinability theorem gets you to the impossibility of omniscience.
Okay, great. Can you elaborate on this for me, please?
Yeah. 1 second. Let me open up my tabs and pull up the argument that I wrote a few weeks ago. Yeah, okay, so do you know what Tarski's undefinability theorem is?
No idea.
Okay, so Tarski's undefinability theorem states that for a given formal language with certain properties, there is no predicate called true in that language that evaluates on every proposition whether it's true or false. This is to say there's no way of defining truth within a formal language.
Yeah, but that is
Which formal language that it refers to.
how does that make an absolute statement for being no God?
I'm getting there. So,
sorry,
still good for you. If God exists, then for any proposition, that proposition is true because God guarantees it. If God exists, then in some formal language L, supporting quantification and encoding, there exists a sentence in the form, quote, a sentence S is true in L if and only if God guarantees S. Premise 2, if there exists in any formal language L, supporting quantification and encoding, a sentence in the form, quote, a sentence S is true if and only, or in L, if and only if God guarantees S, then there exists in that language a predicate, S is true in L. For any formal language L, supporting quantification and encoding, there exists no predicate, S is true in L. This is Tarski's indefinability theorem. Therefore, from modus tollens, we have that God does not exist.
Okay, great. So,
you reject.
I'll promise one. Can you repeat it one more time?
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I heard it properly.
If God exists, then for any proposition, that proposition is true because God guarantees it.
Yeah. So why are we? So in this actual.
He just rejected premise 1. He rejected his own position. Holy shit! I guess we win by default.
Yeah. So I'm rejecting it because I believe that. Wait, let me.
You understand that rejecting that premise means that your God doesn't exist, right?
Well, no, because P1 assumes that we have knowledge of God.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Read it again. No. Read it again one more time, please. I'll explain.
If God exists, then for any proposition, that proposition is true because God guarantees it. It just
Great.
Great.
Does this
God is the ground of truth.
Is this proposition is it followed by a proposition that says that basically some things are true?
No.
Are you listening to the premise?
Yes. Read P3 then.
P3 is that for any formal language L supporting quantification and encoding, there exists no predicate. Quote, S is true.
Great. No predicate. What do you mean by no predicate?
You don't know what a predicate is?
No, wait, stop. I'm asking you. You're saying there's no predicate. Explain no predicate.
yeah, there isn't a predicate that is the proposition, or that is equivalent to the proposition S is true.
Which presupposes that we. So here's the problem. The pre-predicate is assuming that we have God's knowledge, which we do not have.
That doesn't assume anything. This is Tarski's undefined.
It does. It actually didn't say anything about what we know.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, that premise doesn't even invoke God at all. The word God isn't in that premise whatsoever.
Premise 1 invokes God.
Yeah.
So I don't have to invoke it in P3 because it's already invoked in P1. So therefore,
I read you P4. Do you want me to read you P3? I have these orders wrong in my.
Well, that's the way. It makes sense. It makes sense. You have them ordered wrong. The problem was that actually
they're not ordered wrong. I just labeled them wrong.
No, premise 4 is what I needed. The problem is you just said that P4 doesn't invoke God, but we don't have to invoke God. P1 already does that.
Wait, so
thank you. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. So say
it's actually not right.
Does P1 invoke God? Yes or no? Read P1.
Absolutely, sure. If God exists, then for any
thank you. Stop.
is true because God guarantees it.
Stop. So is this P4 operating off P1, which is invoking God to some extent?
No, actually, P4 and P1 are independent of each other.
You guys are just too slow to talk to. I can't talk to you guys. I'm being serious. You guys are embarrass yourself already. Wait. If God exists, there's no invocation of God.
Can you just define? Can you just repeat premise number 1?
I'm recording this. This is a base level.
Do you actually know what? Do you remember what premise number 1 was?
Wait. You said it.
So you don't remember? You don't remember what premise number 1 is?
Why are you cutting me off? I think people are saying.
You're actually just doing rhetoric right now. We're asking you to actually just tell us what you think premise number 1 is.
Okay. The lady in the middle said that if God exists, okay?
Bro, can't help but gender name.
Yeah, it's weird. He's so attracted to you.
I know.
I'm sorry. Is it? Okay, sorry. Is it the man in the middle? Okay.
I don't blame her. You're really pretty.
I appreciate that.
You guys are now. What you're doing is you're pivoting and asking me to elaborate on P1.
No. We don't need you to elaborate. Just repeat P1 to us.
Yeah, he basically said that if God is true, that any proposition for God that must be true.
Nope, that's not what I said at all.
No, I'm basically paraphrasing it. Yep,
that's
so proposition.
That proposition is true because God guarantees it.
Okay, great, but the problem is I'm now critiquing P4. You're saying you didn't invoke God at all.
Yeah, what's your critique of P4?
Are you invoking God if you want to know?
By the way, you don't want to critique P4 because P4 is a known theorem.
Okay, my argument isn't that it's a known theorem. I'm saying you're saying that I can't argue with you if you're not saying you invoke God already.
You think P4 is true?
No, I disagree with P4. I disagree with P1.
So you're rejecting Tarski's undefinability there?
Because I disagree with P1.
Well, disagreeing with P1 doesn't mean that you disagree with P4.
Okay, it necessarily follows. Can I explain?
No, it doesn't, but go ahead.
Yeah, sure. When you're invoking God in P1, the problem is that P4 I can accept. But if you're going to start it off with P1, the way you're actually wording it, I can't accept P4.
Oh, if I reworded it so that P1 was actually after P4?
No, because P1 in this is actually carrying most of the legwork. You can't reword it. What do you mean? You can't reword it.
God doesn't. Do you think that they're
stop.
Because God
Why is he so mad?
Wait, how are you going to reword it?
God believers they're always so angry.
How are you going to reword this where it makes sense? If P1
got him.
Alright, anyway, so what's your question, Blitz?
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that there are true things that are true, but don't rely on God for being true?
I think God is a necessary condition for everything, so therefore God is he basically is a necessary
proposition is true?
Wait, I'm a Christian, right? You heard me at the beginning?
We're just waiting for yes or no.
Wait, so where did it necessarily follow that basically God is a necessary requirement for everything?
Well, okay, so then you agree with me.
So how are you asking me?
Because you were at least as much as you, then I suppose you could say something like the one that you
Wait, who's talking now?
My name's Ian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, Ian,
Can you turn your mic up, buddy?
Yeah, I suppose I could. I could, like...
So my question is to be like, very well, I don't have to keep out this question. I'm just going to state.
You did ask at the beginning, what is the mathematical reason why you reject God and disagree?
Well, yes, and you asked me what premise I'm rejecting. I'm saying I'm rejecting one because in one, you're assuming that didn't even actually have the knowledge of God, but he would necessarily call that his God was knowledge.
Can you share the pregnancy information with me on Discord? I'll put it on the screen because you have access. You just understand. Yeah.
I mean, do you think that God is an ultimate being? You think that everything depends in some sense on God for its existence or its truth?
I would say that happens.
Sure, then you would just trivially agree with P1. P1 is literally just saying that God is the grounding of all true propositions.
Correct. Now we're okay with that. The problem is that sometimes you would accept more. No.
We just rejected that God is the grounding.
That's P1 because that's P4 reaches to a conclusion of it.
Yeah, P1 is not correct. I totally agree with P1 as a Christian, but you know, as a Christian, I just can't accept P1.
Wait, I've already given you that for why I now have
You're both accepting it and rejecting it.
I don't know. I accepted that before puts me in a position where I don't have to assume I have the knowledge of God.
Yeah, that's what happens with arguments. Sometimes you want to accept more than what works. But if you accept more than this proposition, then it leads you to a conclusion you don't like.
Yeah, I want to accept all of this Socrates' semantics. I want to accept the premise that Socrates is mortal, or that all men are mortal, but this whole, like, Socrates is mortal stuff, I just don't know about that.
Okay, but I guess the question will be for anybody here. If God...
Are you asking the chat?
No, it's free.
And you got
Yeah. Let me ask it this way. If God did exist, you were ever posit God in any scenario, wouldn't you have to be a God that you wouldn't have the knowledge of, or would you be a God that you have the knowledge of? Would you be a God who you understand fully and truly?
So, I don't think that you're understanding the argument. I think the only knowledge that we're assuming about God here is that God is the ground of all truth. That's the only fact that we're assuming about God. Nothing else assumes anything about God's nature, about what God knows, about why God does what he does. Nothing else. So, what we're getting from it, the confirmation that we're deriving here, by the way, is that if God is the ground of all truth, then God can't exist.
Okay, yes, I understand. I'm making an argument here. The problem is that P1, the way you're wording it, it's then led by premise, which is assume that we should understand the knowledge of God. Because it puts us in a position where actually...
No one's talking about God's knowledge here.
Wait,
whether or not God's ground.
Okay, if God exists, then any proposition, or the next proposition,
How about we just go one pregnancy at a time? We'll just do one time, you let us know if you accept or reject it. How about that?
Yeah, one second.
Okay. P1 is pretty simple, right? If God exists is if, right? Then, for any proposition, that proposition is true because God guarantees it. You would say,
yes. You could say for any true proposition, right?
Oh, so that,
You would agree to premise one that.
I understand, yeah.
Okay, great. Now we do premise number two, right? If God exists, then in some formal language, L, supporting the quantification and encoding, there is a sentence in the form of a sentence F is true in L if only God guarantees F.
Yeah,
do we say guarantees F or guarantees the truth of F? Or how should we say that?
So you would say S. You would say S is true if S. So it's fine as written.
When you're saying
but you could say S is true. That's fine too.
Yeah, formal language. Are you using? Is this another way to say mathematical language, or how are you using formal language?
It's a specific kind of mathematical language. Yeah.
That's why I thought you're saying. Yeah, so the problem here is going to be, why are we presupposing? You're presupposing this. That if God exists, there has to be a mathematical language to support the claim. You're basically saying
he didn't say there has to be.
If God exists, then it is some. How are you using some? I'm not trying to use semantics.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that at least one formal language L will have to. Yeah. But that's because the formal language is just formal language. It's just
deconstruction. You're sorry, I was right.
Think about the world.
Say you're sorry.
No, we're saying in some formal language. We're not saying that formal language must exist if God exists, are we?
Wait, I said there has to be. You said there isn't.
Just to be clear,
Now we're saying there does.
Just to be clear, Dr. Blitz, you're not saying that formal language as we know it must exist just because God exists, right?
He is saying that.
No, yes, formal languages are just, like, these are not objects that exist, right? Formal languages are just ways of thinking about objects.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, so...
dummy.
No, I'm not dumb.
You're definitely dumb. You're literally dumb, coming in with all this confidence and
okay, if I'm dumb, the way you worded it, maybe it's something. Let me ask you the question again. Does there have to be, or does there have to be, some formal language supporting the Constitution? Yes, there has to be.
Well, so formal languages.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
So the question you asked.
Oh, he's stuttering. He can't answer it. I'm saying that there has to be.
Is that what you're trying to
They can support the coding, but they don't have to. Not all formal languages support the coding. Not all formal languages support quantification. Formal languages are things that exist, and there are some formal languages that support quantification and coding. These things do exist. We use them all the time in mathematics.
Gotcha. So there is a scenario where there is a scenario where
is that among the formal languages that exist that we use to describe things logically, describe things mathematically, at least one of those formal languages will have this problem.
Great. So that means there has to be.
Yeah. Well, formal languages do exist. Like they exist.
Wait, why are you dodging my question with a yes or no? Why is deconstruction telling me?
Because you keep rephrasing what he said improperly.
Okay, all I'm asking you, you answered it. You're not answering with a yes or no. It's a yes or no. Why can't you say yes or no?
He basically did.
No, I'm asking yes or no.
He gave you the no, then he explained why it's a no. Were you not listening?
Great. Okay. So if God exists,
maybe you should write this down.
Oh, I'm writing it down. I would keep it.
If you want to go ahead, I'll go about the book to accusing of not giving an answer.
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports.
Yes or no,
and on tap tonight, it's the Mavericks going up against Phoenix. This is Kevin Hart. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Yes or no, will some formal language support the quantification of
That's a different question.
That's the same question I've been asking Eric.
No, it's really not yours.
So previous question was,
is there a requirement?
So Phoenix will get the first possession.
It is trivially true that some formal languages support quantification and coding. That's trivially true.
Great. Okay.
That has nothing to do with whether or not.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. At the guard spots, Ball and Edwards. Smith is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Marshall. Outside Irving. Pass the flag. 5 on the clock. And off to a good start. 1 for 1 for his first bucket.
Using the size flag going to work around the rim.
Something we've seen more of from Julius Randle lately, GA. Increased patience, and with that, decisiveness.
He's really letting the game come to him. Keeping that even temperature and making really good decisions.
And Flag has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Washington with the screen on Ball.
Grant that P1 is true, and that formalization of language, and that language can be supported. Casual language can be formalized in a lot of
Ball against Flag. Pass to Irving. Back to Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Cooper Flag. Boy, is he intense.
Love gets the ball. That ball finishes by Love. Ball's got 6 points.
And they're looking his way, and he's answering the call.
Once he gets firing on all cylinders, it opens up things for everyone else.
Here's Flag. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Wembanyama outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
You didn't say that there has to be formal language in the
The paint. And stolen by Love. And
today.
Edwards with a clear path to the... Oh, my goodness, man.
Oh my! What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Big with it, picked up by Edwards. Irving looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Gallus no good that time either. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Here's Irving. Great D that time from Edwards. Phoenix leading by 7. Outside, ball. 1:51 left in the first quarter. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gafford. And Marshall kicks to Irving. Gallus no good that time either. They put up quite a few unanswered points.
Yeah, clearly they hit on something that is working for this team.
We're still sure whether
and it's the Mavericks with the ball. 7-point differential. Marshall passes to Washington. And a wide open look for flag. And a miss there on the triple. Outside, ball. Love with the screen for ball. Love outside. Shoots over Washington. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Ball.
You know, Love can do more than just catch and shoot, but it's the area that he's most comfortable in.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Washington. Caleb Martin's checked in for Marshall. And it's Max Christie in for Flag. Here's Rizachet. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance.
Well, Rizachet has decent size and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. Sinks the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Phoenix.
You know, believe these guys already with the size of the lead.
Yeah, you really can't come out the gates much better than this.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, they pulled ahead early thanks to some solid all-around play.
Really successful start. Obviously, they had a great game plan coming into this, and they executed on that one.
Now, here's Irving. No scoring in this one. Can't hit from 12. There's Ball with the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And I love their approach to start this game. Aggressive and effective.
Yeah, they found something offensively. It's good scouting and good coaching.
And so it's Phoenix taking a 19-point lead into the break. A look at the field goal.
For the reason that it presupposes that Dr. Blitz's actual premise here.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring source for Phoenix.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shot ability.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers. They're taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Christie and Flag share the wing responsibility. Zachary Rizachet out there with Derek Lively. And it's Irving into the one. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Phoenix leading by 19 points.
So you agree, one.
Right side, Ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
If God exists, and also some formal mathematical language, meaning L, that supports quantification and encoding exists. So these are two ifs. If God exists, and if
Irving against Ball.
Exists, if those
pass to Flag.
Both exist, then the sentence A
rebound by Smith
is true.
Flag's gone 2 for 5 tonight.
God guarantees F.
Wembanyama has screen on Flag. Smith no good. Irving with it, now guarded by Ball.
You just need the sentence to
Wait, I'm still
Irving against Ball.
Now that it's changed.
Puts it up from 17. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the first basket of the second quarter for the man.
And this is Irving's role. A natural scorer who understands when that mid-range game opens up, he's got it.
This is why he hasn't been discovered yet potentially.
Dallas trails by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball kicks to Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his fourth assist in this one. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Smith for three. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lyman. And it's Marshall in for Risa Shea. Phoenix making some changes. Irving kicks to Gafford. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Phoenix leading by 20. There's Walker with the three. Buries it from three-point range. Walker's got himself on the board with three there.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Wasted no time on that one.
Well, that's an immediate answer to the three at the other end.
The best way to respond to a three is to get it right back.
There's Walker with the three. The rebound by Cooper Flag. Inside, here's Gafford. And Adebayo sends it back.
Oh, great instincts from Bam. Such a high IQ defender.
And we got
the Trey.
Basically, we're going to be breaking
Mavericks
down
with the rebound.
Dark Matter, Galaxy, and
Flag outside. Missed inside.
Right here. So,
Phoenix controlling this game. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. You know, Richard, even his injuries have hampered his defensive impact. Embiid remains.
So, I'm going to go over here. You're going to come to this. You're going to come over to season. You're going to click, not seasons. You're going to click this, right? You search Dark Matter player.
It's a prolific score.
Matter.
Despite coming into the game,
normally you search nothing pops up.
At his size is as good as it gets.
But if you search
Dusty May wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
If you search unknown Dark Matter, you have to search it like this. You get a pop-up of all these Dark Matters, all these galaxies, all of these.
Washington's checked in for Dallas.
Don't think is it McDonald's? Yeah, McDonald's at Albert King. I don't think there's a big D-Lock anywhere, so he's even there. I don't know if these cards are, maybe they are, but Diamond, there's a lot of, I think Diamonds don't exist. Diamond don't. And even
1:15 left to play in the first half.
So we're going to be going for a
Here's a
lot.
guy who takes
And
pride
basically
in
checking them
his
out. So we see a Reggie Lewis.
Away from
Kind of like
there.
the Wild Jim Clark.
Boy, they are imposing their will.
Smelling blood in the water. This is a chance to crush your opponent's spirit.
Here's Gafford. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a great look. I'm not sure what happened.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 12-3 run. Over in the corner, Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got 6.
But the one
most of the critical areas, they've been
what's going on.
Yeah, it's great to see a complete team effort. That's what they've shown us to do. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Walker dishes to Embiid. Will not go. This is off the front eye. 5 seconds separating the shot game clocks.
He sniped it.
Here's Marshall.
He sniped it.
It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
About 46 guys. Double. Okay, so we got Melo right here.
Outside, Walker. Here's Adebayo. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
I gotta think these cards are real. So they put the dark matters in the
1
slot.
second left.
And
no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Like a set. It's not like it's completion award. So I'm a little bit complex and confused about how these dark matters come to be. I bet is it maybe no cards?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And if he keeps hitting from range the way he did in that first half, that provides him with all the floor spacing they need offensively.
Well, the defense has to come meet him on the arc and at least try to chase him off his spot.
Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bam Adebayo is out there at bucket. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Brown. And it's Walker in at the one spot. Marshall passes to Christie. It's jostled out and taken away by Brown. And a wide open look for Walker. Back to Brown.
He might be really, really good.
Butler kicks to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one.
Now, are these going to be the cards that go into Spain? I have no idea. I don't think they will.
Lets it go from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I guess we'll go by
Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And
it's Brown missing. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Christie with it, picked up by Brown. Gafford misses. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Phoenix. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Squares up and drills it. He made the short corner 3 look easy.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Christie can't make it.
I didn't think they got mad yet, so
Adebayo down low. Marshall defending.
And you watch Adebayo. He really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percent.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Joel Embiid. Smith comes in for Butler. Edwards has come in for Brown. And Ball subbed in for Walker.
I want to know
again the miss by the Mavericks.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And Ball slams it in.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
He's even here, and it's like, I don't know.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Screened by Gafford. No good from Irving.
The drought
here, and I'm like, I don't know.
Frustration is mounting.
Desperate to get back on track here. They better make a move before it's too late.
But there's like
screen on Ball.
Here. Like, there is so many dark matter.
Irving against Ball.
It is actually insane. Like, is it just all over flat? I don't know. It might be correct, but man, right here, come on.
A chance here.
Like,
another miss by Irving.
Yeah, he's trying. In fact, maybe a little too hard.
Yeah, obviously he wants to contribute, but this isn't the best way to do it.
Here's Ball. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
So here we are looking at Wembanyama. RJ, the deep range at 7'4", might be his rarest and most unique trait.
Maybe, but he has a few. Yeah, great touch on the 3-ball. His shot is practically uncontested.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Shoots over Ball. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And to put it simply, this just hasn't been his forte.
And forcing things will only make it worse. He's got to let the game come to him.
And that one's good, Wembanyama.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
wall.
Irving passes to Gafford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run.
Could be wrong about that. I don't think there is. So I really wonder how this is going to work. Like, I'm
back to ball. Smith for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 35 seconds left in the third.
I'm afraid.
Irving against Ball. No good from Irving. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And they pick up 2. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Outside Irving. Marshall sets a screen for Irving. Off target from outside. Ball fires from way outside. And so it's Phoenix enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never.
I just wonder how they're going to.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He knows exactly where the ball needs to go better than almost anyone.
Those passes make themselves.
A good time to tell.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Irving is the point. It's Christie out on the wing. Zachary Rizachet out there with Flag. And it's Lively in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Christie with the screen on Smith. Irving. Jump shot is good. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the man. Phoenix with the ball.
I'm going to say next one.
There's Ball with the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. Here are the Mavericks now. Down low, here's Christie. That shot misses.
It's garbage. Now it looks scoreable and yada. And but to be more specific,
excellent D there from Ball.
All of the combat. It's this one boss fight. I guess you could say it's a boss fight, a mini boss fight.
Out to Smith. Back to Ball.
This one fight is causing an uproar online. And I really wanted to go over why that is the case.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
They have come alive from the perimeter here in the second half.
Oh, they like shooting on this side a lot more, apparently, especially when it comes to 3.
To the middle. Got a hand on it. Here's Flag. Plenty of space. Drops one in from the wing.
Smooth J from Flag there. An effective play for this team.
In a deep 3 from Ball. The long distance 3 is buried. Ball's got 24. Here are the Mavericks now.
But the issue is not
inside Irving.
I would say they as well. The issue is that
here's Flag.
This mini boss fight will call
Phoenix grabs the miss.
Violates one of the principles.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
To be honest with you, that is
and Wembanyama outside.
Now, player feedback.
No good on the 3.
Playing a game, you don't even think about it, right? Because most games they do it well. But when a
Ball
game
against
doesn't
Irving.
do it well, it enrages the player. Okay, and it drops the game in quality. And what I'm talking about is in a fight like this, player feedback is presented as, hey, am I doing it right? Or am I doing bad?
Here's Flag.
Is the player what they're doing?
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
You want the player to go down a different path. For example, there are enemies like this.
Surveying the defense. And that one, good. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
Whether it's playing the facilitator or scoring role, Ball is an all-star caliber guard.
Here's Irving. Excellent D there from Ball.
And that's player feedback. That's related to the player.
There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter.
You attack this and still even give a visual effect. So
fires from 18. Christie with the rebound.
This is not how you should be, defeating this enemy. This is not the way to go about it. In God of War,
pass
you
to
have,
Lively.
I forgot what they call it, iPods or whatever. So you have these groups.
Here's Flag.
If you try
Dallas moving it around. Count that one. Lively's got his first points of the game.
The well-rounded nature of Flag's game, including his passing.
In Phoenix. The difference is that there's player feedback.
Edwards passes to Wembanyama.
In addition to the live bar, because there's
and
a
it's
live
Ball
bar
in the corner
on Fable, but there is something called additive
Over in the corner, Edwards drains the three-pointer.
In the fourth quarter, they've been bombing away from this.
It'll be like
Three is worth more than two. When you're knocking them down, the math works in your favor.
Strong work inside by Flag. When he's near the rim, he's looking to score every time.
Ball the pass to Wembanyama.
This is also
Can't cash in from the high post.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
On top of a fight.
After Rizachet. That three off the mark. And it's Phoenix's ball. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and it's in there.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handling. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hand.
Inside.
Register with the attacks. But
here's Flag.
Yes,
it is. Well, there's a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, getting a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Because he's just going through the attacks like nothing. So
outside, ball. A 3 from Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
So that when he's, he's moving, it shows that he's getting hit by the attacks on top of probably, scaling up the blood splat, whatever. Relate to the player and give the player feedback.
Yeah, they got hot at the perfect moment. Couldn't have timed that run any better.
Outside Irving, and so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no one.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
It's very important to have that player feedback for the player. This is really the issue that I had with that boss fight, because when they're using the special attacks of their lightning or the swords and stuff like that, you can see that the enemy is reacting to it. But what killed me, really what killed me, was when they did an arrow to the head, bro. It's such a light flinch from the enemy that it's like, bam, what? This guy doesn't have any armor on, right? He has no armor on. This is something that's similar to God of War, where you're fighting the knight with the shield on its back. The enemy has armor on, right? And you're attacking, and you can see the armor, shatter. And eventually, over time of the fight, the enemy, he loses his helmet, his armor is really tattered up, right? You can start seeing pieces of the armor that lets the player know, hey, what they're doing is good. It's player feedback. And the fight, it gives a sense of progression throughout the fight. He had a helmet in the beginning of the fight. Now he has no helmet. That at least lets me know visually that I'm progressing throughout this fight. When you see an enemy take an arrow to the face, bro, take an arrow to the dome and, flinch for a second, bro, that's a bit daunting. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bit, that's defeating from a player feedback, perspective, especially after you've been, shooting arrows at this person and they they go back. You shoot an arrow at this guy's leg, they trip. So, I get that they want to show that this guy is, he's big and bad, but there are other ways of showing that without robbing the player of progress, of a sense of, okay, I'm inflicting damage of player feedback. Those are my notes that I have. So I just wanted to, explain that, the people that they're criticizing this, it is valid criticism, right? It is valid criticism. So, but given the totality of the combat that I've seen from Fable, I mean, this is a simple fix, bro. It's nothing, to lose sleep over, I'll say. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the fight right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, let me know what you guys think, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep animating.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the #1 rewarding mode right now in this game. And I just got finished recording a different video, and I was talking about domination and how great it is. And I was talking about breakout. I was talking about all these different game modes. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. 2K, I don't know if this is like a glitch. I don't know what is going on. But I wanted to put this to your guys' attention. So if you guys are playing through the pre-order access right now, you guys need to be taking advantage of lunchtime online. Now, at first, I looked at this and I was like, okay, like, you know, I originally looked at the mode and I was like, all right, there's nothing else. It's just a ball drop. Until I went on Twitter and I saw some crazy things that
So Phoenix will get the first possession.
Here in this mode. I don't think that there's even a debate about it. I think right now, maybe playing online isn't all that bad. Like, just again,
and now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The electric guard duo for him, Ball and Edwards. And Benyama's out there with Kevin Love. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. Now Fox. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Fox with it. Picked up by Love. Fox looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Champagne.
Here. You're going to get 3 diamonds.
No good from outside. Outside, Ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Boy, early in his career, LaMelo Ball has let you know I am dangerous from deep. The 3 ball is good.
And that one's good, Champagne.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Wembanyama sets the screen for Ball. The 3-pointer, no good. Vassell outside. And that's how you like to get it going. He's 1 of 1.
No, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Ball fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Ball's got 6. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Fox with it, now guarded by Ball. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Ball with a wide open look. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, he's off to a hot start. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Clean looks early, and he starts putting shots down. Then you have to start to worry.
Now, here's Fox. Drives to the hoop. And that's how you like to get it going. He's 1 of 1.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Ball with it. Castle covering. Pass to Smith. Ball from long range. Vassell grabs the board. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Here's Wembanyama. And here is Fox. Shot clock at 5. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Ball. Over in the corner, Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that corner pocket triple. Terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
All right, Doris, I'm going to put you on the spot. Is Anthony Edwards the best shooting guard in the world?
Kevin, I'm going to tell you something I'm more interested in. Can Anthony Edwards be the best player in the game? The answer to that question, in my opinion, is yes. Because he can be a two-way force. The next step for Anthony Edwards is consistency night by night, regardless of the competition.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Always great to see the ball go through the net early.
Boy, that's a big-time confidence builder for him and a very good sign for the offense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Spurs with some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Julian Champagnie. And it's Dylan Harper in for Vassell. Caron Butler is checked in for Phoenix. Brown comes in for Edwards. Wembanyama with the bucket.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
There's Ball with the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, this is just a big-time offensive performance from a young LaMelo Ball. He's already put the league on notice.
The kick out to Harper. Takes a three and off to a good start. 1 for 1 for his first bucket.
He's got a long-distance duel going.
Trading triples right now. You hit one on my end, I'll do you one better.
Now Harper. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Harper finds Wembanyama. And it's good, 2 points. Wembanyama has got 6 points.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Ball with the bucket.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix leads by.
The last 5 years, I think there has been a hot.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
We've got Barnes. Harris is out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Harper, and it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And here is Ball. Pass to Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Harper. Whoa! Blocked by Wembanyama!
Tried to take it up strong, but Wemby sent it back. That's hard for the court.
Sinks the triple.
And he loves pouring fuel on the fire.
This is what you call keeping your foot on the gas pedal.
Now here's Harper. Back to Harris. Pass to Harper.
Well, this is the level of physicality Harper has to adjust to. It's going to get rough out there at times.
It's his first trip to the line, and that one falls for Harper. A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Julian Champagnie comes in for Barnes, and Castle is subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Now, here's Ball. He's got 15. Wembanyama passes the ball. And here's Brown outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, just
going and playing much time, going and playing gauntlet, going and playing, well, maybe
total trust in his mechanics that time. Got the pass and ready to go right up.
In low, here's Cornett. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Love with the bucket.
He's been a terrific floor general tonight. Just so unselfish.
Boy, his floor awareness is on another level right now. If you're open, he's going to find you.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama comes in for Luke Cornett. And Harris subbed in for Harper. And Phoenix also making a switch. LeBron, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Castle. Nothing on the board.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Now Ball. Pass to Wembanyama. There's 3-pointers off the mark. to the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Castle, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ball from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
They talk about spacing the floor. He's been incredible.
Well, there's a reason that the value of shooting is so high in this league. It just makes your offense hum.
Here's Wembanyama. It's up a three. And it's Brown missing.
Let's get right into today's video. So,
Castle with it, now guarded by Ball. Castle misses. Phoenix leading by 16. And here's Brown outside, knocks down the three ball. Brown's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That unselfishness of LaMelo has been on display since day one.
Castle against Ball. Vassell outside. Harris a screen on Brown. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
A stretch forward with impressive mobility. I like when Harris cuts like that after setting the screen.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And San Antonio has possession after LeBron James hitting the three.
But there are players adding to the team rewards, and so I'm going to talk about which one is best.
Wembanyama against Wembanyama. Can't connect from 13 feet out. On the wing, James. Here's the triple. And Stephon Castle pulls it down. San Antonio trails by 20. Harris outside. Wembanyama!
Batted away by Wembanyama with authority. Victor saw that coming a mile away.
And it's Ball in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Ball's got a pair of triples in the second now for Phoenix.
Nice possession, working it for a great look.
Vassell outside. Denied by Wembanyama.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Drills it from outside.
Well, that's about vision to me, and the understanding somebody other than me has an easier shot.
Castle with it, shoots over Ball. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Phoenix ahead, just dominating this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Number one, obviously, this is your next chapter check with your hack players and with their players at the big base set. And then also you have your exchange players right here. But more importantly, you have your season 1 awards. Desmond Bane level 10, Bam Adebayo level 1, Zubac level 1, Chris Middleton level 30, Olivia Miles level 35. Also, the Mike Brown first card. Starting with the offensive, not as good as.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Well, you look at his stats, not too many wasted opportunities on the offensive end.
Everything seems to be coming in the flow of the game, being patient and letting the game come to him.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Butler out there with James. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Here's Castle, still without a basket. Wembanyama, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wembanyama's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first pass in the third quarter for the Spurs.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You'd love to see it.
Now, here's Fox. Castle is screen on Ball. Fox finds Castle. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Castle. Fox has got 6.
Coming out of the break, that's exactly the kind of look that gets you going.
Let's see if he can build on this momentum and keep getting shots around the rim.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Spurs
And then you have Billy Knight, Bill Sharman, and Tony Hawkins.
Working the ball around now. Back to Vassell. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Over in the corner, Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 12 points for him.
Well, that's what happens when you can't get over that screen.
And this is exactly the kind of scorer who will make you pay if you don't stay attached.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They call it setting a screen because your feet have to be set. And it looks like his one.
You have to stay stable. Your feet can't be set too wide. A pick play is always a two-person proposition.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 21. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Vassell kicks to Fox. Butler against Vassell. Clock at 6. And the basket by Wembanyama. 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
They had a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
That one goes. Count it. 8 points for LeBron.
Nice recognition of the closing defender. Got in the way there in a hurry.
San Antonio calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Too many open looks from 3. Coach has got to be into them about their perimeter defense.
Tobias Harris is checked in for San Antonio. Offside, Fox. Here's Champagnie, defended by Butler. Here's Fox. Up and in on the lane. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
Here's Champagnie. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Champagnie's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Embiid from outside. And no good that time. Vassell outside. A pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Ball feeling it out a bit. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside, Fox.
Just like that. Pretty much.
In low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Into Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Vassell right side. And he bangs it home with one hand. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Brown outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Spurs. Big stretch here going 10-2. Vassell drives in. And he banks in the lane. Vassell's got 4 this quarter.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
And here's Brown outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. Brown's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Phoenix. Fox against Ball. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Those are the types of plays that just frustrate coaches.
That is the kind of thing that makes a coach want to rip his hair out.
On the wing, Walker. Payne for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you see the strategy shift, right? They've become a lot more perimeter-oriented since the break.
And I like that.
And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
There's the conductor orchestrating this offense. What a sweet pass.
A couple things that stand out about this guy, the unselfishness and creativity, and he's got both.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. They've got Luke Cornett. Harper is out there with Barnes. Then it's Castle. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's McLaughlin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This play inside, he was fired up.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Phoenix.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Both good from the line that time.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
Booker looking around. Nice move. And it's good on the lane.
Well, that's what you call a tough 2, because if you're in the lane at D-Book size, you never know what can happen.
Down low, here's Harper. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Kicks it out to Booker. Gets it to go.
Mistakes are amplified tenfold.
From beyond the arc.
Well, the corner 3 is not necessarily something Devin Booker takes a ton, but boy, efficient when he decides to do it.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. San Antonio making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Harper with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to McLaughlin. Barnes screen on Baines. 6 to shoot. Castle against Booker. And the basket by Castle.
Oh, that's a heads-up play by Castle. Get that one off in time.
On the wing, Booker. And it's off from 3-point range. San Antonio trails by 21. Harper in the corner. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Heads-up play to get a hand on the pass and knock it away.
Yeah, there's 2 things there. It's not only terrific anticipation, but because of the distance, it's great effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Julian Champagne's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Vassell comes in for Harper. And it's Fox in for Jordan McLaughlin. Outside, Adebayo. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Wembanyama finds Fox. Driving the lane. Jokic with the steal. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker. And so it's San Antonio with it. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Walker. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here's Booker from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Castle. Comes up empty down low. Castle's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Now Adebayo shoots over Champagne. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
LeBron James, Duncan, Kawhi Leonard.
Fox against Walker.
LeBron James,
again, the miss by the Spurs. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And that's an intentional foul. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Castle finds Champagnie. Now Wembanyama. Picked by Champagnie. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Danny Green?
And here's Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Took him no time at all on that one.
Without question, their three-point shooting has been the story of the fourth quarter.
Boy, they are absolutely in the zone. This is exactly how they want to play.
Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Outside, Edwards. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio with the ball. Right side, falls. And nothing is falling for him right now. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama outside, counting.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Ball against Fox.
That's unlocked the biggest generator this round. Christian put his 6 on the line, so did Robin.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
Pick up 2 points. Wadsworth's for decent man. Let's see. Who is the only player to win most improved player, defensive player of the year, and MVP? This brother was doing it.
Well, most improved player, defensive player of the year, and MVP. Anything that was most improved and that Moses von Lower is old at West Arnsfield. Oh, West Arnsfield. Kevin Garnett? Kevin Garnett was the defensive OD. I mean, the man. Wow.
Bring me Kenny, man. Bring me, okay, relax. It might be like we're going my turn like Kenny. Alright, your answers are even locked. Christian, who is the only player to win all awards? I went with Kevin Garnett, but I'm not confident in that. KG was the 10th player in NBA history, dropping. It's Giannis. Here's number 8. Should have gone 10. I know, I'm not. I've got it later to put it in the live man because here's the Sam. Ellen got it. It's not where it started. I know it's defensive. And you respect his career, bro. But all the athletes. Therese, Miami Heat West. Good break for you. Lots of it. Miami Heat West. Let me tell you how someone's getting points. Look. Sam, Robin, and Therese. 3 points. Switches down to the dome. Oh, he had an answer. Wow. After 3 rounds, Therese makes 8 the lead 25. Robin Tress close to 18. Sam with 14. Christian with 11. Before we move on around, one person can count the last game. What did you beat in the last game? Everyone not safe. Any ice. Alright, enough games. Moving on to round 4. This is who say the most literate. Sam, what's the last book you read? One about sports betting. Call that hotline, brother. You're reading books about it. Call the hotline. Alright, Sam with a 4, John with a 3. Maurice with a 3, but Christian went big with an 8. Why so confident in this one? Oh! Yes! This is what we needed. You know what that sound means? This. Daily do. There we go. That's why we're wrong. These bets will be subtracted from your total. Christian, are you feeling a little extra pressure?
The opportunity of me to, really create a gap between me and Sam here, it could get ugly. I could have 3 points.
All right. Let's see. You got a lot riding on the line with this question. Who said it? Who said this iconic quote? Chasing that farewell tour. I don't love you like that.
Love it. I love it.
Rainbow.
Who's that shiesty? Who's that rude? There's only one guy.
There's a couple. There is a couple. That's a big clue for driving, though. All right, driving. You were struggling a little bit. You locked in an answer. Who do you think said this quote?
I said Jet Teague.
says a lot of stuff on the podcast. I don't think it's that. I have no guess. I just thought T-Viz saw it.
Steph T, an incredible podcaster. They got some good stuff over there. Maurice, who said this?
Draymond said this to Wizards Paul Pierce. Tough scene. Tough scene.
Wow, Maurice is really feeling himself with these extra details. Sam?
I had Draymond. I think he said the Clippers Paul Pierce. That was the end of the line.
Potentially a dunk on Maurice. Christian.
I also had Draymond Green saying
Wizards or Clippers?
Clippers.
I've watched.
Let's see if anyone's losing points here. The man who said this iconic quote was the one and only, the instigator, Draymond Green, and it was to Clippers Paul Pierce, who I believe was sitting at the end of the bench, adding insult to injury. Which means, Christian, that bet paid off. You vaulted to second place. Maurice still in first with 28. Christian moves to second with 19. Sam just behind with 18. Dropping in a familiar place in last place with 15.
I was just in second.
Anything could change in this game per round. Round 5 is the staple. This is the wheel. The signature round of this game. Place those bets.
This is so random. It's like, what am I betting?
It could be easy, it could be impossible. Let's see what y'all wagered. Ooh, okay, conservative bets here all around. Sam with 3, Dravin with 2, Maurice with 2, Christian with 3. So we're going to spin 2 wheels. One represents all 30 NBA teams. The other represents years from 2010 to 2026. You need to tell me the second leading scorer from that team. Dravin, what would this mean to you to go back to Des Moines with a victory?
Not Des Moines, it's Iowa City, brother. Good try, though.
What would it mean to you?
Oh, my God. It would just mean so much to me and all the Hawkeye family.
You'd be a campus hero. All right. Here we go. Who are we going with? It looks like we're getting either one of the LA teams, and it stays. Ooh, we got the Lakers.
Okay, that's a good start.
Y'all like that? You like the Lakers?
That's a good start.
All right, let's spin it. What year do you least want to see?
2017. No, we love it.
This might be the dark ages. Y'all need to tell me the second leading scorer on the 2012 to 2013 Lakers.
That's like the end of a dynasty. Second leading scorer. I took bad.
Really?
This was a tough look for me.
This you took bad?
Well, I could barely read what I wrote. That's the first. That's usually a bad sign.
I think I took bad.
All right, Dravin, who was the second leading scorer from these lowly Lakers?
I believe this was the year of the Nash, Dwight, Kobe experiment. So I said Dwight. I think our test, it wouldn't have been him, and I think Powell gone. I think it's Dwight.
An experiment off there. Reese, what did you say?
I said Powell. And Powell could be gone.
Felt like Brazilian.
Yeah.
Okay, Christian.
I also went with Powell.
Okay, Sam, did you go with a different answer here?
I just went Dwight because
Tell you right now, half of the panel got this right. Which half was it? The second leading scorer for the 2012-2013 Lakers was guilty. Dwight Howard. It was Dwight Howard. That blunder resulted in Sam back over Christian. Robinson double time. We got a lot of lead changes. This is the bar burner, gentlemen. Round 6 is this or that.
But you gotta get 3 or 5 questions.
Could be one. Could be one. Alright, let's see him. Playing it safe. Christian with 2, Maurice with a 1, Robin getting rid of his 1, Sam with a 2. Alright, for minimal stakes, let's see what y'all will be answering. Which of the following highest career rebounds per game? On the Blue Pitcher Al Horford, Kevin Durant, or Draymond? We're looking for 2 names, 2 correct answers with 4 correct. Shout out 1 point. Yeah, that was a good play. Those are temporary. It's honestly 2 50-50s. It's like hitting a parlay. That's let's get it. Our 8s is parlay, a parlay.
Like also in
Just get it. Our answers are locked in. Maurice, you need to go with what to hit that. I also went with the 2 for Christian.
Okay, good job. I went Vucevic, and I said Green. Thought process? I got 13 Arena. I feel like I just remember. I feel like I have more memories of just having like 10 plus rebound games. Maybe Sam went Vuce, and then Green went stuff. That's it. Okay. Again, half of the board gets points, but which half? The correct answer. Out rebounded, out I'm honestly surprised about getting around myself. Do you think this lead is safe? Are you confident moving forward? I am, but I don't want to be like the Spurs and get walked down fourth quarter. But I got to lock in. All right, round 7. MVP. No, MVP. Got some big stuff. All right, bets are in. Let's walk with wager. Feel yourself now. Sam going big with 18 on the line. Driving with 9. Release the 5. Christian with 9. This question right here. Chase it up. Sam. I can't wait to see what it is. Who was the last player to NBA MVP that lead his own team points per game?
Last NBA player. Wasn't Giannis. Wasn't Shaq. Wasn't Shaq. He's fun. West Unseld, they throw that for bad.
I'm thinking about multiple times. I don't know. Please go for someone I want to think somebody.
Nash, how the fuck?
This is tough. Alright, things are down. This one seems to really give our competitors a challenge. Let's start with the Reese. You had 5 on the line. Who do you think the last player to win an MVP was without leading their team in scoring? I went Steve Nash. It feels like if someone could do it, it would be. Okay, Robert Petrovich, who'd you go with? I concur. It's the pride of signing player on Steve Nash, I think. Christian? This is wrong, and I'm going to make clown for it, but I put Shaq, just guessing that Kobe averaged more. So I don't think that's a crazy guess at all. That's what I think. Kobe literally never passed Sam. Oh, and Nash. I know he did lead his team, but I'm worried it might be someone happy. Did Steve Nash win MVPs without leading his team in scoring? Was there someone else after him? The correct answer is Steve had back-to-back MVPs. Shaq Pitt deserved them. That's just not the case anymore. As of right now, y'all
get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be Houston going up against Phoenix. And along.
That's what we played for. Robert, who's your most hated player? Joel Embiid. I despise Joel Embiid. Would you say it to his face? Yeah, I would.
With Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, this is Kevin Harlan.
I'm Christian with a 5, John with a 7.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They're going with Thompson and Durant on the wing. Alperen Sengun out there with Smith. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot.
Well, this is how confident he goes. He's thinking about pulling the trigger as the pass is on its way.
Sengun with his screen on ball. KD against Smith. Screen by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Durant. Ball surveying the defense. The offensive rebound. Out to Edwards. Pass the ball. Again, ball missing. In low, Smith. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Good work inside from Smith Jr., putting that size to work.
There's Ball with the 3. For the 3, hits it from 3-point range. Ball's got 6 points.
You know, that was a smart feed setting up for the three.
Van Vliet attacking. Good.
And willing himself to the basket. Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
It's Ball again for 3. He's got 9. Now here's Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Smith. And Ball puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first. And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping them knock away that one.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A great effort from them so far. Executing well on both ends.
Well, their game plan was flawless, and they executed it perfectly.
Now, here's Şengün. Durant up top, covered by Smith. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Ball with a wide open look. Again, Ball missing. And so it's Thompson who brings up the ball for Houston. It's a 10-point game. Down low, here's Şengün. And the rejection by Love. And here in the first, about 3 minutes here. They get it back. Wembanyama on the foul. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Phoenix?
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
And how about all of these offensive rebounds they've been getting to? Just remarkable energy and persistence. It's just flat out outworking your opponent.
And deadly from pretty much anywhere on the court. Durant is a relentless scorer.
So you think about KD's Achilles tear, Greg, back in 2019. It appears he's come back better than ever.
Well, since his return, higher scoring average and higher percentage.
Your Optimus 5, Sammy says he's never played the game. He doesn't even know what the game is. Christian, are you a true genius?
My hours played is definitely more than everybody here, including you. Fine, that's not true.
You played over 10K?
10K, 5, 6.
Yeah. I would say go to your Xbox and PS9 stats and send them in that screenshot. What 3 players were on the cover of NBA 2K16? Will accept 2 out of 3. Christian had a couple of them.
Curry, Harden, Anthony Davis.
Brown's right there, but he might have just been throwing the ball. Sam has that much to lose with the ball. He does a pretty snow. I think we got 3 answers. So yeah, I'm lucky they're accepting 2 out of 3. I can't get out. Everyone in there? Yeah. All right. Let's see if Sam could have made an educated guess. He had 1 on the line. Just see who was popular back then. Kyrie, Katie, Steph. Okay. Drive.
I remember AD on that cover. I remember when he was with the Pelicans. I remember Harden, and I remember Curry.
Would you like to spend the night out on the town with James Harden?
I think it would be an interesting, and I think it would be one I would.
Stay inside. Stay inside. I went KD, Harden, Curry.
Okay, Christian, for 10 points. What?
From the field and from beyond, and that's a credit to his work ethic.
Here's Şengün, and Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And they come out of the gates firing on all cylinders offensively.
And their defense has made plays as well. They're just running away with this.
Now here's Van Vliet. Wembanyama saw that all the way. It's Edwards on the wing. Another three for Phoenix.
You look at this lead, it's the result of a barrage of three-pointers.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Here's Van Vliet. Şengün with the ball. From deep. The rebound by Edwards.
Okay, Christian. It's going to be a smart play. Left just one for last, erased 4. Same with 5, but everything is on the line for Dramamine. He saved 10 for last. Wow. He could vault to first place right here. Who has the most 60-point games among active NBA players?
It's gotta be James Harden.
There's like 5 guys who can Adam Silver's NBA. So, bro, you can't change your answer. Yeah, that's crazy. I just changed his answer.
Wait, did he?
I don't even think this is right. If it's the guy.
You can't change his answer.
Yeah.
Phoenix leading by 16. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Boy, they have been sharp with the ball. Great plan of attack.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And so it's Phoenix with an 18-point lead as the quarter.
But then just going ahead.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Ime Udoka is going with. You got Bogdanovic. Tari Eason is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Smart and Schubert in at the present. Bogdanovic against Edwards. Left side, Ball. Another three for Phoenix.
And he's been relentless from beyond the arc, causing all sorts of damage.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Capella finds Eason. Back to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Shepard. No good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 21. Ball from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. The Rockets also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Tari Eason. Amen Thompson comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And Van Vliet subbed in for Marcus Smart. Pass to Durant. Nails from three-point land. KD's got 5.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to...
say the name out loud.
This man just said
Jokic, who? Jason Kidd.
Let it fly.
Walker surveying the floor. Here's Embiid. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Guys are making plays.
Honestly, I respect. He's a scramble player.
He's trying to run up the score here.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Capella with a screen on Adebayo. KD with the bucket.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
Walker the pass to Butler. Over Thompson. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Butler's got his first 2 points.
Fluid motion off the catch. That's a nice shot.
Here's KD. Great D that time from Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Phoenix. You know, Tim, I'm constantly impressed by Bam Adebayo's versatility on both ends of the floor.
Well, it really stands out. Not only does it make it tough to go against him, it also gives his coaching staff great flexibility defensively.
Brown wide open. He's fired.
Oscar Robertson. Travis pulls off a miraculous victory after fumbling the Damian Lillard answer. Who is our inaugural...
And a miss there on the triple. And it's Houston's ball. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Jabari Smith comes in for Shepherd. Durant hits them both. Phoenix leading by 22. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Misses the three. Bounce pass from Durant. Inside, here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
Outside, Walker. Butler in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Butler's got 5 now.
On defense, if you're not switching, you need to work through that screen or the guy's going to be open.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 11.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
Shot's good by Walker. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Durant feeling it out a bit. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Brown. From past the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
His ability to affect the game goes way up when he's knocking down shots from three-point range.
Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Şengün with a screen on Walker. Şengün no good. Brown outside. Another one falls for Phoenix.
The E's are clicking now, and they've created a little breathing room.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Phoenix ahead, running away with it. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Again, I already addressed this. A bunch of those guys were gone.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And he has been filling it up through 2 quarters, really getting anything he wants.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Butler out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Walker. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Brown at the 2 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix?
One of the most athletic players in the game. Amen Thompson's also a terrific passer. That's the part of his game that I think gets overlooked.
And here's Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got 11.
Great timing on the assist. Delivered the ball right when he needed to.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And so here's Phoenix. Before joining the NBA, Alperen Şengün had a lot of success, Greg, in his home country of Turkey.
Yeah, he won the Turkish League MVP at just 18 years old, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds while shooting 65% from the field.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How about the energy Şengün showed there? He deserved to be rewarded for his efforts.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Here's Şengün. Lays it up off the glass. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Over in the corner, Brown. Offline with his 3. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. Thompson with the bucket. And here's Walker. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Butler. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo with a screen for Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Since the break, they put an emphasis on the 3.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside, KD. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. So it's Phoenix now. Here's Brown. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Didn't have much space at all. Still able, though, to keep his concentration and finish that one.
It's Durant on the wing. And just miss after miss right now. And it's Phoenix's ball. Butler on the wing. But 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Van Vliet passes to Durant. Over Embiid. And that one goes long.
Just trying to stop the bleeding here, but the momentum is running against them.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Van Vliet against Walker. Van Vliet kicks to Durant. Takes the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Walker with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Walker, he has 5. Butler in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists in the game. KD against Butler. Here's Durant. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Durant's got 13.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
Walker the pass to Butler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Phoenix way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
A tremendous feed from the big fella, showing great vision.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Ime Udoka is going with. Durant is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Smart. Then there's Shepard. And it's Easton in at the small forward position. Here's KD. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his fifth rebound in this one. Ball no good. Smart wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smart's got his first 3 points of the game. Now here's Ball. Outside for Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Love against Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
There's Ball with the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they keep dialing up those threes. And why not?
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Capella. Smith comes in for Jari Eason. Thompson, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. KD finds Şengün. And KD, here we go. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Operating their offense at an elite level that they're putting on a clinic.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And Şengün throws it down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. In the corner, Smith with it. That three off the mark. Smith with it, picked up by Thompson. For three, Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around me.
VanVleet passes to Smith. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Şengün with the screen on Edwards. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. VanVleet picks one up.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. VanVleet, right side. Durant kicks to Smith. Şengün with the screen on left. Smith missing again. Smith's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Here's Ball. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handling. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
Back to VanVleet. Outside for Durant. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Oh, Victor Wembanyama says, not this time. Ball from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
Finishing in style, and the outcome is clear.
Well, there's no doubt. You can go ahead and lock this one up with that last bucket. This one is over.
Another one falls for Phoenix.
And they're in the driver's seat right now, continuing to add to this lead.
Well, they've played a complete game on both ends of the floor.
Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
Well, when he gets positioned like that down low, it's over. So they can't let him establish that kind of position.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you gotta commend this sort of dominance, particularly.
You still have those short teams. And if you go out and find a girl who would not have dated you otherwise, and you have children with her, and the children.